when you're designing your collections, how have you incorporated, like, were you excited when you first came across Tencel?
Yeah, because I think when we sort of started off on our journey of sustainability, it was a minefield, because you have to learn, you know, what is cotton, what is wool, what
and
is,
it's not textbook either, is it?
It's not textbook, so then you just hit, you know, Google, and then you've got to start learning about cotton, and then you start learning about agriculture, and, you know, so we started with cotton and we started with wool, but cotton's obviously quite stiff, quite specific. Wool is also quite specific, and we were really missing that kind of like silk quality.
And you're really known for like shapes and drapes and just beautiful movement.
Sustainability got like a bit of a bad name for itself. Yeah. Because it was so sort of casual and a bit dowdy, and people just saw it as like yoga clothes.
It wasn't celebration wear.
No. Yeah. So yeah, Tencel's been amazing for that, and it's opened up, and it is just getting better and better. And now they've launched a new fibre, which is called refibra, which basically means cuttings of cotton off the factory floors. So when you're cutting a shirt out, let's say, all the off-cut bits get sort of historically thrown away. They take that and mix it. All cellulose fabrics come from wood pulp from trees. And I think there's a huge amount of conversation around deforestation and things. We all know a lot more about palm oil and things, I think, in the press, but we sort of haven't.
There's not an education piece missing on this, isn't there?
There's an education piece missing.
I mean, you know, cellulose, you do think of plants, but I don't think people, you know, like, if they look at something like modal or lyocell, really understand that that is wood pulp.
It's such a great concept, isn't it? You know, that you can grow a tree, you can cut it down, you can turn it into a fibre. The fibre then is turned into a dress. The dress can then biodegrade at the end of it, and a new tree can be planted. So in its philosophy, that is an incredible regenerative way to create something.
Big bugbear of cotton is the amount of water used in cotton. And everybody, you know, immediately rushes to cotton when they think, I'm trying to be more sustainable, but the water is such an issue. And then with Tencel, with their fibres, that water is also recycled. So it's just like, the processes involved here are highly environmentally responsible.
When I first read the facts and figures about what was happening to the planet, I was worried about my future. I was worried about my children's future. I was worried about, and then the more you learn about it, and the more you understand that ecosystem, this whole world is going on above and below our feet, the respect that you have and the empathy that you have for the planet just adds into that whole equation. But the first port of call was, we're killing I'm going to lose my home. When we talk about sustainable fashion, there's no such thing. Making anything has a footprint. You can just do it in a better way. And then you have to look after that garment, and then you have to think about the circularity of that garment. So, you know, it's a 360 approach to everything that we do. In a way, Tencel is like the FSC certified version of clothing, right? And we've sort of come to terms with the FSC. We know what that means. Tencel's a bit more new maybe to the customer, but
still it's all part of the education piece, and it's setting a great example for all the other industries that, you know, work with trees, work with wood or wood pulp.
And I think for me, when I saw, you know, and this is another education process because you have to go that even further, I just thought in terms of forestry, well, if you plant a tree for everyone cut down, that's it, that's all you have to do, that's great. Same with farming, I just thought if it's farmed organically, then great, you know, you've not put the pesticides in the ground, you're protecting the soil. But now I'm learning more and more about rewilding and monocrops, and, like, you know, I guess the further you get into it, the more that we realise, and that's not just on an individual basis, that's economies and industries. No matter all our differences, our cultural differences, our political differences, our religious differences, it doesn't matter. We have one common belief, that is our planet, or one home, and we have to protect it. And sometimes I find it so scary how easy it is to switch off.